What's up, combo fans? Bryant Cook, and today we are playing Paradoxical Outcome, a deck that I have not enjoyed in Vintage in probably 6 to 8 months, if I'm being completely honest. But we're playing it today, and it is inspired by something that Justin Gennari said on Twitch. So if you're interested in some of Justin's insights, go check out I Am Actually Level 1, Twitch, YouTube, all that good stuff. But Justin is also someone who enjoys casting Paradoxical Outcome. And during the stream, I asked a question about Urza Saga, because actually this dates all the way back to something that Kai Sawatari posted on Twitter about a dressed down PO list and how it could possibly be favored. And I sat on that thought for a little bit. I tried it in one league, dismissed it. And now I've gone back to testing it. I've actually played it in 2 leagues prior to the one that I'm recording tonight. And dressed down was a card that really impressed me, especially now with all those creature hate bear decks picking up. Dressed down seems really, really good. And it's even better at killing a bunch of construct tokens while cantripping. So it's solid right now in the metagame. It also stops collector oof plus some other cool stuff. So we are trying dress down PO tonight. But one of the downsides of dress down is that it hits both players. It is symmetrical, which is kind of weird considering how cards are printed nowadays and things only affect your opponent. But that means that Monastery Mentor is a win condition that doesn't work super well in Paradoxical Outcome. So you're incentivized to not run creatures when you run dress down. Well, if we're looking for a non-creature win condition, there's no better card than Tendrils of Agony, the card that we play in Legacy. And a long time ago, like 2 years ago, Tendrils used to be pretty common in PO, and it's sort of fallen off due to Mentor, plus some other cool upgrades. In theory, you could run like Sedgemoor Witch, and then with your Flusterstorms, make a bunch of pests, and then tap your Boss's Citadel and then untap your Citadel with like a Paradoxical Outcome or Hercules or something. Like, that's possible, but it gets really messy because you don't want to be in a spot where you have to pick up your dress down with Paradoxical Outcome in order to win with your Sedgemoor Witch. Like, Tendrils is just so much cleaner, and it works really, really well in the deck with Boss's Citadel, Hercules Recall, and Repeal at Generating Storm. I actually am not a big fan of Repeal in general in my PO lists, but when you're running Tendrils as a win condition, I do think it gets a little bit of extra value. So I'm willing to play one tonight, but in general, I don't love the card. I think the best thing that Repeal does is take your Moxen back after they've been stolen by Dak Phaeton. Other than that, it's kind of stinky. So when we look at this deck list, it's pretty stock PO for the most part if you decided not to run Saga. Like, think of last year's PO lists, and this is fairly similar, except we've dropped the 3rd color. This isn't Esper, it's not Grixis, it's just pure Dimir, blue-black, Paradoxical Outcome. And you could run red. Right now, what is it called? Reckless Impulse, there we go. And that card's really popular because it's like a mini light up the stage for 2 mana. Well, it gets a little bit dicey because, like, what if you just reveal Force of Will Citadel? You just lost your Tinker target, or even worse, what if you reveal Tendrils and then you can't cast it, and now you're just in this weird spot where you have to win the game with Citadel Yawgmoth's Will? I don't want to be put in those scenarios. Plus, in a longer game, Whisper is so much better, and in most of the matchups where you're looking to cast these grindy cards or blue matchups, where you're not necessarily looking to spew the card. And I think one of the biggest things against Reckless Impulse is you want to cast it on turn 1. And it's sort of a liability, because what if you just reveal cards you can't cast? And that's one of the things Whisper does really well, is you want to cast it every single game on turn 1 off of Underground Sea plus a Mox. So that's why I'm choosing to not run red. And instead I'm running Legacy Classic, Pauper Classic, Knight's Whisper. And I think it's just better, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't think you need red. And I'm someone that loves playing Pyroblast. So trust me, not playing red is difficult for me. And here I am just running straight Dimir. Is there anything else worth mentioning in this deck list? I'm a big fan of Mystical. A bunch of the blue-black Saga lists recently are just running Demonic Vamp. You're the best Tinker deck in the format. Why are you not running Mystical, you lunatics? Add that card back into your deck. Come on. Yeah, that should just be in your deck. So I believe that covers it. But one of the big reasons that I'm interested in playing the Sagalist list is that I had a lot of issues with playing Saga PO, where 16 lands in Citadel just doesn't feel good, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm just not interested in that life. I want a leaner, like, just deck in general. I want to be able to do the thing more efficiently, and that's what playing the non-saga builds offers. So I expect Citadel to be very, very good in this deck list. That's the main idea here, is that we do just want to be like leaner. I played Esper Tinker in the challenge over the weekend, and it just felt so clunky. There's so many Pyroblasts and Flusters running around, and I was playing Esper because I wanted to Fairy to stop all the opposing Flusterstorms. But just blue-white on those cards was very difficult. So blue-white on Teferi, blue-white on Lavinia. Balance was actually very good. I really liked Balance. But then Prismatic Ending felt a lot worse. Ragavan's picked up in Vintage, and the dash effect on it just made my endings feel really bad. So I want to move away from white, and I'm trying this blue-black list. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, so I'm just going to move to the sideboard. So there we find the additional copies of Flusterstorm and Dress Down for their respective matchups, Herples for shops. Push is mostly for Hate Bears, but it can also come in, the Hate Bears deck, green, white, or Bant. But it can also come in versus the Bug midrange deck to kill Collector Oofs. Jailers for the graveyard decks, I mean, that's pretty clear. But one of the nice things about Jailers, those decks often don't board in Contagion or any sort of answer. So if it resolves, it's lights out. And that's what I like about it, is a Vamp or Demonic Tutor target. Sphinx comes in matchups like Bizarre decks, mostly in Bug. It's really good against Force of Vigor, and that's the main idea. And then Tab, another Vamp, Demonic Tutor target. Most of these things are Tormod Script, Soul Guide. It depends on where you are in the game, if you can afford the mana, that sort of thing. And then Blightsteel is mostly for the shops matchups. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them in the comment section down below. Liking, commenting, and subscribing are free and easy ways of supporting this YouTube channel. If you appreciate this vintage content, definitely do those things. Let me know in a comment. That way I know to record more vintage videos if that's what people are interested in. So definitely do that. And if you want to take your support to the next level, you can click the join button next to the subscribe button, where you can become a member. You unlock the members section of our free Discord, so you gain early access to deck lists, thoughts that I'm having, tons of sweet perks in there. Definitely go check that out. I just gave away 2 original mini token packs to people that are members. I do stuff like that, so the membership is definitely worth it. And then if you look at our middle tier, you get 2 sideboard guides of decks of your choice every single month, on top of half-off donation deck lists. And if you join the top tier, you get a free donation deck list, plus early access to videos and much more. Definitely check that stuff out. But if you're looking to support us in any other way, I mentioned those donation decks, you can go to theepicstorm.com/donation decks. And there, you can submit your combo deck to be featured here on this very YouTube channel. There we go. And if you want to be in the video, you should definitely check out our Epic tier. And that way you can come on and talk about your combo brew, really let the fans know, showcase your deck. That's the idea behind the Epic tier. You can also go directly to theepicstorm.com/shop, where you can pick up card singles like that Japanese Tellurian Academy that I no longer need. Go buy it off me, please. And then we have Sweet Sweet Storm merchandise, including our mini token pack that has monks built in for our vintage friends with Monastery Mentor, Storm, and all the mana that you can imagine. For $13, you get 64 double-sided tokens. You're effectively getting 128 tokens. Why wouldn't you want to go grab those? Go check it out. All right, that's my intro. Long-winded, but we got there. I'm going to see you in match number 1. Match number 1, and we are on the play. Oh, that's not a keep. Mulligan. Jog Will, Time Walk. I mean, I want to keep this. I just don't know what I'm doing with it. I think we're supposed to bottom the Time Walk. Okay. And then Delta, play Lotus. And let's just get the basic island, I think. And then play top. We don't need to play out Mana Vault yet. Force a negation pitching Mindbreak Trap, huh? What are you on? Gotta be Dredge, right? Let's fluster that. Name targets. Okay, so the Force of Negation's been countered. Does top resolve? It resolved! Now it's activate top. That is not that good. Play Vault and pass. Next turn we could PO for 2. Cool. And there's the Bazaar. Alright, so they're on HollowVine. And Rootwall coming in from the Madness Zone. Back in my day, Madness went to the graveyard first. Okay, let's auto yield to that. Draw. And let's attempt to PO for 2. We would be drawing 3 because of the top ability, but let's see if this resolves. Hey! Love it. Wondering if I should just pass and vamp. I think that's the play. No, Squee comes home. Oh, that's brutal. Try to vamp here. Too bad Lotus is already in the graveyard. Sort of tempted to get like Jet here. And then next turn I could go tap Island, play Vault, top Yogwell, get back a land, play Lotus. But also just get like Ancestral. Let's do that. Have been wasted. Bizarre activation. We know that they have 1 Squee right now. Well, now they have triple of that effect. 4 cards in hand. I don't like my odds anymore. Okay, so we're taking 1. Now it's our turn. We're going to attempt to resolve this Ancestral. I'm going to do a main phase just because I don't want to get buried. Like, I could wait till their upkeep, but I don't think I can afford to. Okay, so what's the plan here? This is spell 3, so they have Mindbreak online right now. So I could play Will, floating 1, and then Lotus into Ancestral again. I think that's the play. You got it, you got it. Ooh. Okay, Black Lotus. Let's Ancestral again. Target me. 1 short of PO right here. Let's play top. And let's spin. Those are pretty good. Okay. And let's play another top. Pass the turn. So now they get to return 3 creatures. So now this Bazaar just reads to draw 2 cards every turn. Okay. So now our opponent's just drawing 3 cards per turn, and we're going to get buried pretty quickly. Another Bazaar. Okay. Vengevine, Rootwalla. I think I'm going to try to misstep that. They don't really have anything else to misstep, so I might as well hit the Rootwalla. Alright, they have 4 cards now. We're taking 5, going to 8. Is PO even reliable anymore? I was thinking that maybe I'd try to PO, but... Or, I'm sorry, Tinker for Citadel, not PO. I'm thinking now I might need to PO and not... guess this Tinker. So let's cash in the top. We know that there's a Demonic on top of our deck. But it's 6. Our opponent has 3 cards, so if they just have anything, I'm dead here. Demonic. I think we go get Mana Crypt and then attempt to cast PO. I am dead to a Light Breeze. I guess I could get Time Walk. And that beats Mindbreak Trap. Next turn I can PO. Is that the worst? No, I think I kind of like that. That auto resolved. Okay, so they don't have anything, I think. I wonder if I want to upkeep top trying to hit another Mox for this outcome. Bite me in the butt. Mana Crypt, that's perfect! And there's the Tendrils. Okay, draw. Oh, please don't do that. Okay, I almost tapped the top on accident. Alright. Full priority, tap top. Cast outcome targeting our artifacts. Spell number 2. Draw. Circles. We don't have another Underground Sea in our deck to fetch for. Just a heads up. So now we can play the Vault, play Crypt. We can go to 4 and go get an island out of our deck. And let's tap these. I could tinker here. I don't think I need to, though. Actually, I guess I do if I want black. So I can tinker away the Emerald for Jet. And then tap that for black. Hold priority. Circles myself. Use... Okay. Draw. Mana Crypt. Jet. Mana Vault. Play top. And let's spin top. Looking for a Force of Will. No force. Unfortunately, if they have a Mind Break, I'm just dead. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. Alright, I can at least look, see what their hand was left. So, go to 2 life. What do they have? Force Memnite, Noxious. Okay. And then tap this for black. Chicken mother effin' tendies. Boom! I feel like I got pretty lucky this game. Our opponent just never had anything. But we did get to do the outcome thing. And now we get to board in the Sphinx to bully them. Get this Hercules out of the deck. I don't know if I love Dress Down here. I feel like Dress Down's probably a card I'll board out. And I think Citadel should come out. We should just be like a double fatty deck, depending on which one's better at the time. Get these Dress Downs out of here. The Misstep can go, that barely has any targets. Let's start by converted mana cost. Yeah, I guess it already was. 2 more cards need to come out. Maybe Narset theoretically stops Bazaar. But the problem with that is it just like dies so easily. I don't really love Narset here. These decks tend to play 1 Chalice, so I don't like boarding out the Repeal. If we're going to play Repeal, we might as well keep it in. I feel like it's Narset and 1 Whisper. Alright, let's do it. Okay, we drew one of our Tinker targets, so that's not great. I think we should probably mulligan this hand. Like, we have the Needle and a Force, but we can't protect Needle. Sorry, I felt like I was going to sneeze there. We can't protect the Needle with Force, so this is kind of risky. Yeah, I think we're supposed to ship this. Okay, so we bottom Sphinx here. And see what we can do. Being on the draw against the Bazaar deck is always very scary. And there's the Bazaar. Force of Negation and double Rootwalla. Pretty good. Strong start. Okay. There's a hollow one. Yep. Alright, 6 power on the board, pretty good. Take our draw. I don't mind that. Let's probe. What do you have? Force, Wasteland Cradle. Okay. Let's see if they force my top. They were willing to force it in game 1. So I want them to force it so I can Ancestral here. Okay. Main phase Brainstorm. Wasn't bad. Alright, and we can pass now. Now they can pay for Tabernacle, which is kind of an issue. We had a 1-turn window of finding Tab there to deal with the creatures at least. We can always just like win instead of like trying to answer their stuff, but the Tabernacle would have been nice to blow them out. They're activating Bazaar. Force of Vigor, Bizarre, Potter. So they still have these 3 cards in hand. Lotus. I want them to force the Soul Guide. I don't know if they'll do it. Let's remove the Force of Vigor. That's for 4. Alright. So they're going to force this. Now they just have Wasteland. Tap the Academy. Hold priority on top. Yo. We're going to draw 5 because of the top activation. And their last card is Waste, so the Academy will die. And we drew Tinker. We can go get our fatty of choice, or we might be able to win the game here. Soul Ring, Lotus. Oh, we could definitely win the game here. I didn't even realize our storm count was that high. Chicken Tendies! Where have you been my whole life? Why have I not been playing you this entire time in Vintage? Look at that. Boom! Made it look easy. 1-0 with blue-black, dress down, Tendrils PO. Match number 2 coming right up. Alright, we are playing Magic Online Legend Matthew Vuk, and we are on the play. I don't love the Citadel being in our hand, but it's not terrible. I don't know. We should probably ship it. Okay. Excuse me. Bottom, the Hercules, I believe. We're just trying to play Tinker this game with Force Fluster backup. So we're going to play turn 1 Soul Ring, turn 2 Demonic. Hopefully draw a land. Okay. Misty. Okay, Misty Reinforce activation. Arc Confidant, you can have that. Greatness at any cost. Draw. Not really what I wanted here. I think I'm just going to cast the Demonic. And then pray to rip a land off the top next turn. Okay. Bobbert reveals Saga. There it is. Old Bobby getting in there now. We're going to fall to 18 life. I guess technically what I want to draw is Mock Sapphire, but I feel like that's asking for too much. So instead, I'm just asking to draw into a land. And there's our land. So now we have Tinker with Force Fluster backup. Alright, let's put Tinker on the stack. Pitching Probe. Pitching the Dress Down, because I can theoretically use Repeal to clear the top. I also have Fluster, but my Fluster loses here. Damn it. Alright, game 2. Bummer. I think I want the Sphinx versus Matthew. Probably get rid of the Hercules. We have Dress Downs. I don't really like keeping in Hercules in those matchups anyway. Probably want the 4th Fluster. I don't think this is a matchup where I need the 3rd Dress Down. Not sure what to board out here. Maybe it's just the Repeal. Maybe I do 1 Repeal, 1 Dress Down. That's probably fine. Alright, on the play for game number 2. I can't keep that. So we've opened Tinker this time, and an artifact. Let's try this out. We're just gonna pass. On their end step, we'll cast Brainstorm, looking for more acceleration. We're gonna see and pass. Brainstorm. That was pretty good. I think we want to get rid of the Opal. Okay, and then we'll have double Fluster backup when we go for it. Soul Ring. And now we'll Demonic for probably Sapphire. Okay. I will not pay. Alright, so we're going to pass the turn and go for it next turn. I'd like to draw another land if possible. I'd also take a Sapphire, but I'd like to have double Tinker back up. I wonder if this is Bob. It is, it's Bobby. Alright, so we're gonna go for the Tinker again. They would need double force to stop me here. And I wasn't thinking about Lotus, but Lotus does it. Alright, blue. Question is, do I get Sphinx or do I get Citadel? I think I get Citadel. Pitching Time Walk, Cluster. Okay. You have another force? Tinker. I think I'm just gonna get the Citadel. We have a land drop still. Well, I'm gonna cast that for 0. Going to 15. Opal. Hold priority on this ponder. I can bounce the Opal here. The Tendrils is gonna be lethal. Oh no, it's not lethal. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I need to shuffle these. Actually, if I take the land, it's lethal. Okay, because I haven't played a land yet. So now we can play the fetch. That's our second black source. Mystical. Get ancestral. Target ourselves. Opal. And cast Tendrils. Okay, going to game 3. These have been fast games. Yeah, I'm not going to change it. Let's just go. I would like to keep a reasonable 7 this game. Technically a reasonable 7. I don't love the Tendrils, but I do think that this is a keep. We have 4s. I mean, let's just draw Tinker off the top rope. Is that too much to ask? Draw. Okay. Play Vault. I think we're supposed to play out the Crypt, and that's going to help us beat Fluster. You might be thinking like Storm Count for your Tendrils, but that's not going to be as important as beating Fluster. Okay, is this a Bobby? They're passing. Okay. No need to rush into it. I'm going to just play Drago. Auto yield. Tails. Oh no, I lost. Auto yield. No. Draw. That allows me to hardcast Force. How much mana do we have? We have enough to PO plus hardcast Force back up. Academy. They're just hard respecting, never tapping out. Like, they're respecting our deck now. We just need to draw some better cards here. Tails. Okay. Nope. Draw. Another land. I like to draw a blue card so that way I can cast PO, Force, and not have to pay the mana. It could, because then Flusterstorm doesn't really matter. I'm gonna let that resolve. I wonder if they're holding up Hull Breacher. That could be a realistic thing. Draw. Other Force. I think I'm going to try to play PO here. We can pay for Fluster. Yeah, they're going to try to Breacher me here. Not a Breacher. No reason to pitch Force. Does this resolve? No, it can't be resolving. They have another Force. Yep, okay. So we just have to pass now. We have 2 cards, 3 cards. You're dead to a key. 3 mana. And that gets key. We are dead here. Alright, so unfortunately we're 1-1. I don't feel like we drew particularly well this game, if I'm being completely honest, but let's see what our next draw would have been. Alright, oh well. We are now 1-1, round 3 coming right up. Alright, so I ate dinner, came back, and we were facing Matt Vuk again. Alright, let's see if we can pull off a win this time. We get 2 looks at land number 2 for these whispers. I think I'm in. Okay, let's start off on a probe. Let's hit a Mox, please. Not a Mox. There are hull breachers in Matt's deck. A lot of forces. Okay. Wonder if I'm supposed to try to force the Lotus. Okay, there's a Saga. Force Lotus. Force pitching Fluster. And we're going to fetch up Underground Sea and Fluster that force. Okay. One of those Sagas is gone. Come on, deck, please give me land too. Draw. I'll take that. Okay, so let's sack this for blue. Whisper. I want to hit a land off this. Did not hit a land. Oh. A land would have given me Ancestral on their upkeep. So we have to pass now. Dog is going to 2. And they hit their land. Okay. Come on, deck. Draw. Yikes. Okay. So they get to tutor something with the Saga. Top. And spin. The other Saga, and now they have 2 unknowns. Okay, I'm gonna vamp. I think I'm supposed to just get Ancestral. I have a feeling I'm gonna get flustered here. Alright, try to resolve Ancestral. Incoming Fluster. The top spin? Okay. Does it resolve? Hey, look at that. Okay. So next turn, we could Whisper or we can Demonic. What is this? Is this Tinker? Main phase Breacher. Okay. So if that's the case, I think I'm supposed to Demonic for Tinker. Draw. Okay. Play Demonic. So if I were to get Will, it doesn't do a whole lot because of this Breacher. This is the downside of playing blue-black, is that you don't get Pyroblast for the mirror. But if I get Will, I wonder if I could just like find a Tendrils win. I don't know if it'd be possible, but I could tap my lands, play Will. I get Lotus and a land drop Demonic. It's only 2 mana. I think I just grab Tinker. Okay, now Saga is going to go to the 3rd chapter. I don't know if they'll make a construct or not. Spinning top. Adding a mana. Soul Ring. Okay. Spinning top again. Another Saga. We're going to go to 9 life off this Hull Breacher attack. And draw. I don't think I'm supposed to play the island because we want to like win off our Citadel, and that just makes it a lot more difficult. And that resolved. Holy smokes! I don't think I'm allowed to target the Hull Breacher like I want. Can I target Breacher? That apparently worked. Oh, I guess Breacher has Flash. Oh, so I messed that up. Although it only cost 1, which I feel like is wrong. They probably should have cost more mana, right? Or more life. Play the Jet. Let's respond by fetching. Underground Sea. Oh shit! Dress down! Go to 5. I can't clear the Fluster, I think. We're a mana short of PO. So I can whisper here, but like, I'm gonna go to 3. And another PO. Damn. So close. I feel like that repeal interaction felt wrong. Like, it should have cost more life than 1 life. They got me. Okay. It was an interesting game. We want the Fluster. I definitely know they're a Hull Breacher deck now. I mean, I probably could have figured that out before. Do I want Needles? Or do I just want more Dress Downs? Alright, I'm at 61 right now. Maybe I just like board out Mystical. Let's try this. Alright. Sure. I'm just gonna jam the Mana Vault. Pass the turn. Well, Matt knows I don't have anything in hand now. Alright, passing back. Nope. Draw. Another Whisper. Celestial's a good card. I'll take Tinker. Mana Crypt. It's a Bob. Maybe tapped wrong for Tinker. That's what it is. Oh, just main phase Breacher? Okay. Okay. 7 cards in hand. Draw. I think I just jam Tinker. Try it. It's Citadel. So top isn't that good because of the Breacher. Go to 13, play Narset. Alright, I'm gonna Ponder. It's a little bit weird because it gives them a mana off the Breacher. So you don't draw. And the question is, do I want to play the Merchant? I think I just want to shuffle. Hell yeah, Time Walk. Do I want to Will? That puts me to 7. Let's do it. Rest I'm going to 5. Now Will. Let's play the Sea. Minus Narset. I think we take the Ruby. Play the Mana Vault. Let's flop top going to 4. Flop again. This puts us to 3. Opal was a terrific pickup. Go to 2. And 1. Okay. So I'm going to tap this for a blue and repeal. Alright, so what do I want to do with that? We still have 1 turn in the bank right now. I think I just cash in a top here. We have 2 tops. Let's do that. Now, tap to draw card. Red, colorless. Blue, colorless. PO, we need to leave the Dress Down. I'm going to leave the Narset too. I can't really afford to recast her. And I have a Time Walk turn, so I'll get to use the minus next turn. Okay, draw a bunch of cards. Dress Down's been pretty impressive. I know I lost game 1, but it was still pretty impressive. There's Demonic. And we have Tinker for Lotus. So we can Tinker for Lotus and then Demonic for Tendrils and close out the game. Alright, blue. Let's Tinker. Use the 2 colorless and sacrifice Mana Crypt. Go get Black Lotus. Sacrifice Lotus for black. Demonic Tutor. Go get Tendrils. Cast Tendrils. Okay. Blue-black Dress Down did well there. Right, I'm just going to submit the same 75. This is good. I'm going to keep this hand. I just need to draw Fluster. Alright, Tarn. Sapphire. I do like that play. That play is very good. All right, so we're going for no force of will here. Probe. Come on, no force, no force, no force. Oh my. Oh my. We have turn one. Go get Citadel and top with force backup. Hot damn. Citadel. I don't really want to pay 4 life for a Night's Whisper here. We'll play land. Draw. Top. Play vault. I will demonic. I think I just go get like a, I don't know, like just a Mox, or do I get Time Walk? I just go get, I can't cast Tendrils. If I had Mystical in my deck, that would do it. But I boarded out Mystical. Probably doesn't really matter. Let's just grab Ancestral. Okay, go to 11. Let's grab Brainstorm. Cast the Brainstorm. We put 2 cards we want to cast on top. So, oh, we can vamp for Tendrils that way. It's just game. I found the line. Probably should have done that and not gotten an Ancestral, but it all worked out. Okay, turn 1, force backup with a probe. How lucky, we got our revenge on Mr. Vuk. 2-1, 2 more rounds left to go. This is my 3rd round in a row against Matt Vuk. This is just like kind of funny. We're on the draw. I have to ship this. I guess we keep. Bottom the Tendrils. All right. Well, you get a really good idea about the PO versus Blue-Black Saga matchup from this video, that's for sure. And there's old Bobby. Sapphire, they're on 3 cards. Am I gutsy enough to just jam Ancestral? They have Fluster up. Wow, that was a good one. Let's fight. Let's fight. We have 2 cards left. Okay. Pass the turn. Confidant. Sphinx of the Steel went just like the good guys intended. Oh, well, now they get Ancestral. I don't like that. Okay. Well, they're back in this game. 6 cards in hand. I guess it's only fair if both players get to resolve Ancestral. And now we're going to go to 17. I wish I didn't bottom that Tendrils now, though. The Tendrils looking pretty good. Draw. And I'm probably going to cast this Brainstorm here. Probe was a good pickup. So I knew that they had Sphinx, Ancestral. They do have a Force of Negation. I'm going to Brainstorm. That was good. I can probably put back the Merchant Scroll. I guess it gets PO, which is good. But Mystical could go get Tinker. I have to put back either Merchant Scroll or Mystical. I'm not sure which. So maybe instead of making this decision now, I should decide on how much mana I have. So I can go tap Pearl, play Mana Vault, Ruby. So I have 4 open mana, 7 mana. So I can Merchant Scroll, PO plus Fluster back up. Okay, I'm getting rid of the Mystical. Play Vault. I don't want to play these before I play Academy because I don't want them to force one of them. Pitching Sphinx. Right, I'm going to Fluster that. Same targets. Okay. Now I go get an outcome. Or at least I think that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting outcome. All right, so I want to hit like Opal Jet off this. Not quite. All right, so I'm not going to be able to cast this PO next turn because our opponent's going to have Hull Breacher. But I will have Demonic Tutor. Maybe for a Tendrils for lethal. Brainstorm's a good one for them. Just completely reshape the texture of their hand. Okay. Brainstorm again. Oh no, this is the first Brainstorm. My bad. It's vintage. You get one Brainstorm. They have not cast it. I'm sorry. Narrating's very difficult. And Time Walk. Alright. I can't do anything, so have at it. So I'm going to go to 13 here. And then Matt gets another Bob activation. There's a Saga. And then Fetch. So I'm guessing the second Confidant was just shuffled away. Alright, so 2 unknowns. And we're going to 8 life. Alright. Take a draw. Oh, that's not good. Wonder if I like Demonic Tutor for Dress Down. Let's play Nurset, see if that resolves first. Alright, minus the Nurset. Well, that wasn't very good. Play Opal. Demonic Tutor. So if I get Dress Down here, I can Dress Down into PO, but I get absolutely destroyed by a Fluster Storm. I think it's just got to be Dress Down. Play Dress Down. Rip Force. Not Force. Okay. Do I get crushed by a Fluster? Okay. Does this resolve? Please resolve. No! Damn. I think I just lost. Maybe I'll get lucky and Bobbert will do some damage. That, like, I knew that Fluster was a possible. I didn't really give them a good opportunity to Fluster up until the PO, so I'm not terribly shocked. Bummer. Okay, so Narset's about to die. Okay, they did do that. And then the Saga represents lethal, so if I don't draw something here, I'm just dead. I don't need to pay mana for this. Draw. Misstep's not good enough. Okay. Game 3. Was that game 1? Wow, I'm sorry. There's just been so many matches against Matt that I don't actually remember what game we're in. Alright, so let's bring in the Dress Down. Take out the Hercules. And I think we took out Mystical last time, but it ended up being... I don't know. I think that this is fine. I can't believe that was only game 1. Alright, on the play. Turn 1 Demonic. How good is that actually, though? Like, I guess I can go get Tinker, but I don't have a way of protecting it. Alright, C, Pearl, Demonic, get Tinker. So I can probably pay for a Fluster next turn, but I lose to a Force. Okay, shields down. Excuse me. Come on, Fluster off the top rope. And they're just passing. Draw. It's sort of like a Fluster. Grab Fluster, pass. Brainstorm. Wonder what my best draw is here. I'm not actually sure what it would be. Maybe Academy? No, because I don't want to play a land before I sit it out. Soul Ring. Okay. So now they can pay for a Fluster too. Draw. If I play Tinker, they'll force. I fluster. It doesn't work out for me. I think I just have to pass. Alright, no Hull Breacher. Okay. Draw. Come on, Dress Down. That's a card I'd like here. Nope. Just have to pass. Oh, they get to make a construct. And another construct. Do I even want to fetch here? It's probably worth it. Although I don't think that they're getting Needle. And Lotus pays for Fluster. I'm going to fall to 14. I'm going to just have to cast the Tinker soon. Come on, Dress Down, though. That's the card I really want. Alright, going to 12 would mean I'm dead to an artifact next turn. That is a lot of interaction. Holy smokes. I can't beat that. Like, Matt's sitting over there with a perfect hand. Oh, geez. Play top. They have double force plus double fluster backup. Yeah, I'm just dead. I was never going to beat this draw. Okay. Let's draw. And cast Dress Down. Force pitching Hercules. Yeah, I just can't win. Alright. So third match, Matthew Vuk wins. There's a fifth match coming up. Okay, the fifth round, and we're, for once, not facing Matthew Vuk. How crazy is that? This seems like a fine hand. We'll try this. But I'm taking a mulligan. Part of me wonders if I should just cycle the Dress Down on their end step. Trying to hit the third land for Narset. Island, Sapphire, pass. I'm gonna let it go. Okay, so they are a bizarre deck. Hate Bears plays Once Upon a Time too, so like you don't know when you're actually supposed to force those. Oh, it's Gack. Why don't we Dress Down? Ew. Rip. Did not need second copy of Outcome. Okay. They have 2 cards left in hand. I'm gonna force that. Come on, Black Source. Draw. Ugh. You have to pass. Really wanted a Black Source there to play Demonic for Tinker. Okay, so they have no cards. They're probably supposed to, yeah, just activate the second Bizarre, hoping to hit Hogaak. We're taking 3 here. Draw. There's our Black Source, okay. Demonic. Alternatively, I could get a Mox here and play Narset and then next turn I have PO. That might be better. Or I could get Mana Crypt, PO right now into Narset. I think I like that line. Okay. Because Tinker's not a guaranteed like Tinker Citadel isn't a guaranteed thing anyway. So why not just like Ancestral with this PO and then play Narset and gain another piece of card advantage. Okay. Play Outcome. Alright, so we get to play Narset plus top now. Okay, blue, blue, into Narset. Top. So if I don't activate Narset, they can't use their Bazaars on their turn, but I think I'd rather just cash in the card advantage. I'm a single black short of this Citadel, but I think I'm supposed to take it anyway. Because I can like upkeep top looking for a land. What they're supposed to do is attack the Narset for 3 and then use their Bazaars. Alright, creatures getting in. Bazaar. They hit Gak and a Rootwalla. Okay. The Rootwalla is entering the battlefield. We are now looking to hit a black source in our top 3 cards. Alright, I would like to win this. No luck. Alright, upkeep top. What did I say about no luck? I don't know what to do here. I think I'd probably take the Mystical. Draw. I guess I can Mystical for PO. If I get PO, what if I get Will? I don't think Will actually does anything, never mind. Alright, let's cast the Mystical. So another thing I could do is get Time Walk. And then Time Walk looking for another black source. But if I lose the Crypt flip, it gets a little dicey. I'm just going to take the PO. Draw. And Outcome for 3. Cancel. I wonder if I should actually play the island. Because that way I can keep the black source open in case, like, for some reason I draw a Jet off this or, like, a second Opal. Okay, so we replaced the island and picked up a Soul Ring that we shuffled away. I don't think I'm supposed to play out the Crypt. It's just like losing life for no reason. Top. Activate top. Brainstorm, Whisper. Okay, so let's draw the Whisper. Should I play Mana Crypt? Taking 4. Alright, I'm gonna play it. Screw it. Alright, Whisper. I can win a Mana Crypt flip every once in a while. Let's Brainstorm. Lotus. A little bit late, friend. Let's play the top and pass. I think they're probably supposed to use one of those Bazaars in the upkeep. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I just don't agree with how they... Like, I think that they should have upkeep Bazaar'd. Okay. And now they can play Hogaak off of the two of the 3 new Rootwallas. So we have to win now. We're going to take 4, going to 7. And if we lose the Mana Crypt flip, I think the Citadel's probably offline. Fails. Always be losing flips. Alright, draw. Alright. Screw it. Let's play it. I came here to cast Citadel. I'm going to do it. From 4 life. Colossus Citadel. I'm just going to draw Tendrils anyway. It will be fine. Brings me to 2, which means I can't Whisper. I think I'm going to draw that instead of casting it. Go to 3 life. Go to 2 life. So the Whisper is officially shut off now. Go to 2. Let's tap this for blue mana. Play the Opal. Let's draw. And then play top. Going to 1 life. Now it's... I'm going to Dress Down because I think if I spin, it's a wasted mana because I can spin off this anyway. After I draw this card. So if I draw this, I can pay mana. Clear the top. Okay. Probe, target them, pay the mana. Circles. I think I might be dead here. Hop into like Time Walk or Tendrils? Thinker? What does that do? I mean, it shuffles our deck, but I don't think it actually does anything meaningful here. Pretty convinced I'm just dead. Alright, so I can tinker away this opal. And then, like, go get the top and just pray to hit all these zeros into tendrils? Like, I guess that's the plan. Oh, how unlucky. I don't know. Guess I'll top because I can. Alright, that's a bummer. I mean, from 4 life, we dug fairly deep. We just didn't win. Alright, so we're facing Gak. I really like Sphinx versus them. Tab's good, so is Crypt, Needle, Soul Guide. I don't know how good Dress Down actually is. Well, if they're the white build, I want those. Buster hits Force of Vigor, if that's something I care about. Let's get rid of the Narset, that's for sure. Maybe I just board out the Whispers. Like, what if I'm just, like, not the value deck against Hogaak? Maybe I'll board out 1 Fluster. Let's try this out. On the play for game number 2 against Hogaak. I don't think I'm allowed to keep this hand. We have to ship that. Yikes. Going to 5. Keep. Back these, and we're just gonna... is that even right? Let's brainstorm. I know it's crazy to do it right now, but... Alright, well, I definitely don't want the Sphinx. That's what I want to tinker for. Okay, and then we're just gonna Needle on Bazaar. Bazaar Baghdad. Okay. Please no whammies, please no whammies. Not the green spell. Well, that's a green spell I'm okay with them having here. Bloodghast, okay. Not nice. Alright. Well, my whole plan is to cast Tinker here, so that's not the end of the world. Island. Go get Tinker. And hopefully draw land number 2, or technically it's our 3rd land, but that's what we're hoping to draw. Bayou. Walla! Come on, deck. Land. Land! Not land. Stop. And pass. No need to main phase top right here, because it just lets the opponent know that you don't have Fluster. Uh-oh. Another wall is fine. That was the uh-oh. But I guess if I just draw a land, Tinker for Sphinx probably wins anyway. Alright, going to 18. Alright, top. There's our land. Draw. Tinker. The Jet away. I think the top's a little bit more valuable, even though we're not going for Citadel. Sphinx! Okay, so now it's the opponent's turn. Sure. Okay. I probably should have upkeep topped right there. That was a mistake. Whoops. I'm just going to be a dummy and do it now. Oh, I should have brought in the Jailer. What was I thinking? I was just like, oh, I can top into Jailer. I was like, wait, I don't think I sided it in. Well, that's dumb. All right, let's get that Jailer back into, or let's bring the Jailer into the deck. And I might want Push, because, like, they do have Oof, I believe. I don't know if I have room for it. Yeah, I don't think I have room. Unless I board out the Dress Downs. Screw it. Let's board out Dress Down. Let's try this. Not allowed to keep this hand. Both Tinker targets and Tinker. So the question is, can I draw running mana? Gonna have to. Let's bottom the Sphinx. Mana Crypt off the top rope. Let's go. Bizarre. I'd also take Black Lotus. Black Lotus or Mana Crypt off the top. Jet, Strip Mine, Waste. Okay. Windswept Heath. I think I'm supposed to force this. I just need to buy time. Okay. Draw. Not what I needed. There's the Heath, and they're just passing. Okay. Upkeep. We'll top. Looking for Black Lotus, but I would also accept Mana Crypt. This is interesting. Alright, so I think I'm supposed to wait till next turn. Next turn, draw the Mox, flop top, play Needle. So that way I can fluster a Force of Vigor. Ooh, what if I drew it wrong? Like, what if I'm not supposed to draw Fluster? Like, it's too late. But I wonder if, like, I'm supposed to float the Fluster, because I don't want Fluster unless they actually have the Force of Vigor. So maybe I'm not supposed to. They're not activating the Bazaar, which tells me that they have a Force of Vigor, I think. Okay. If this is oof, I'm just stone cold dead. A little bit annoying, but okay. Draw. Needle. I don't have the luxury of waiting for the Bazaar. If they have Force of Vigor, they have Force of Vigor. Bazaar. The Baghdad. That's the turn. Nature's Claim. Okay. Pass. It's worth noting, we're drawing top. I'm going to play the Mox so that way if I draw a land, I can tinker. Root Wall and Swords. So they discarded Swords. They had the out to Sphinx and chose not to hold it. One card in hand. Alright, so Root Wall is going to happen. What is this? Chalice on 1. I'm okay with that. That just means I have to draw a land and they don't have an out to my Sphinx. Come on, deck, give me a land. They're going to pump up the Root Wall and swing for 3. I'm going to go to 20. All I want is a land. That doesn't do it. I have to pass here. Alright, so I'm going to go to 17. Come on, deck, please. Oh, I can't play Soul Ring because the Chalice on 1. I got excited for a second, but it's not good enough. I have to pass. Nice Chalice of the Void. Thank you. Classic Chalice players. Okay. Once I stopped asking for it, I got it. Alright, let's put Sphinx into play. Sphinx is home. 3-turn clock, they're at 18. And they shut off their own out by playing Chalice on 1. And now on my turn, I can Demonic Tutor for Tormod's Crypt. Hogaak. Well, they can't bring that back yet. HollowVine's decent. You need green. You can't play the Gak yet. Sorry. Draw. And play land, and then let's Demonic. I think it's just Tormod's Crypt. I really do. Oh, I can't play it this turn. That's right. Deafening Silence. Alright, so they're going to go to 12. We're going to go to 22. So a land or a green creature does it here. I think... actually, never mind. They couldn't do that. Crypt. Get in. Now the Hogaak doesn't even matter. But I'm going to leave them drawing dead. Because we have Force. There's nothing they can draw here that's going to get them out of Sphinx. Alright, so that means that we went 3-2 this league with both of our losses being to Matt Vuk on Blue-Black Saga. So my thoughts about the deck. It's tough because we didn't really get a good sample of the metagame here, if I'm being completely honest. We faced 3 different decks, with 3 of the opponents being the same person. So I don't know if you need 3 Whisper. It might be 2 Whisper. 3 felt like it was quite a bit this league. I don't know if I love 3. But maybe 2 Whisper and then opens up a slot for something else in the deck. I don't like Snapcaster Mage because of the dress down. I can honestly see a third dress down in the main deck if you just want to be blue-black PO. Just crushes Hull Breachers and all that good stuff. Beats Saga tokens. Like, maybe this should just be third dress down -1 Night's Whisper. Opens up a board slot. Pitches the Force if you need it to. Like, it does a lot of things. It keeps your blue count high, which I really enjoy. So maybe that's the move moving forward. I don't really know. But I appreciate you watching. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. I probably didn't play this perfectly. I accept that. And fun little thing. Let's just open up the pity chest that we got. The wrong Sphinx. Not the good Sphinx. All right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed watching this. Take care, keep storming, and I am looking forward to Vintage Eternal Weekend next weekend. I'll see you there. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.